What's up guys, it's Alex, and today we're back with a new type of video on my channel. I've always wanted to create reaction and review type videos, and I figured what better topic to begin than Bethesda Game Studios' latest game reveal, Fallout 76. As most of us know, on Tuesday, May 29th of last week, Bethesda Game Studios went live on Twitch featuring a single screen with the words, "Please stand by for hours." This test pattern startup screen is clearly an iconic image for the Fallout series and was immediately recognized among the community to be a teaser for a Fallout-related game of sorts. Whether it be a remastered version of Fallout 3 for its 10th year anniversary, Fallout New Vegas 2, which was honestly pretty far-fetched since Bethesda Game Studios basically acts as if the game doesn't exist, which is crazy. The game's probably the best. Or Fallout 5, which was also really crazy because Fallout 4 just came out probably 2.5 years ago, and Elder Scrolls hasn't been released for a very long time. Last week, when the game was announced, I was on vacation and had barely any internet. Just imagine briefly seeing that Bethesda Game Studios, my personal favorite game company, announcing a new Fallout game, but not being able to find out more about it. Y'all, it was pretty rough. Okay, I'm not even gonna break it to you. And then what I did find out, what I happened to briefly see about the game, were the words online and Rust clone. And this really freaking worried me, you guys. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna pretend to say like, oh my god, a new Fallout game, it's gonna be perfect, and Bethesda Game Studios is gonna look on their mistakes from Fallout 4, because let's be honest, there were mistakes. We're gonna look on those mistakes, look at games that came out that beat us for Game of the Year for the first time, The Witcher 3. We're gonna look at those games and we're gonna work towards a better RPG style game and not a first-person shooter that has no depth to any of the quests, a game that doesn't have a bland storyline, and a game in which the fans are actually happy with. But then I started thinking, why wouldn't Bethesda make an online game? And more specifically, why wouldn't they use their Fallout franchise as one of the first games to establish a online type game? I mean, honestly, it does fit, it does work. I could see where they're going, but it makes me really angry and upset because I specifically gravitate towards Bethesda Game Studios type games because they're single-player RPG games, and they just let me immerse myself into the game in a single-player experience. I don't want to have to go now play Fallout Battle Royale. I don't want to I'll go play Fortnite if I want to play Fortnite. I'll go play Ark Survival. I'll go play Rust. But no, I want a single-player Fallout game. I don't understand why that just can't happen. And secondly, if they were to produce a Fallout online style game, it would give them huge revenue. ESO, Elder Scrolls Online, is still one of their main sources of revenue right now. And that's possibly a main reason why they haven't really been hot and heavy on talking about Elder Scrolls 6. I mean, why wouldn't they make an online game? Because people now are playing so many online style games, which is honestly quite sad for the single player. And another thing that worries me, to be honest, is the fact that the teaser trailer that came out Wednesday, May 30th, the day after the Twitch stream, was very cryptic, and then Bethesda started accepting pre-orders. Like, right after they dropped the video, they started accepting $60 pre-orders for the full game, which is kind of, disturbing in a sense that Bethesda might be worried that once people find out what the actual product is, because it's very hard to see in the trailer, once people find out what the actual product is on June 10th at E3, people won't want to buy it, and the people who already pre-ordered it, they'll already have given their money in. That's what's kind of shady to me. That's a little shady. It's kind of a warning sign that if the game is online, people won't want to get it and they won't want to pre-order it. Another thing I want to talk about is the title of the game, the actual title, Fallout 76, which is pretty interesting actually if you think about it. So there's been Fallout 1, Fallout 2, which were not made by Bethesda. They were later bought by Bethesda to then be made into Fallout 3. Fallout New Vegas, which was actually made by Obsidian and then produced by Bethesda Softworks. And then Fallout 4. So Fallout 3, Fallout 4 are the main games in the storyline going after Fallout 1 and 2. That's the main storyline. Then there is New Vegas, which is kind of a spin-off, but still in the same universe. Great game, fantastic, love it to death. Can't get it to play on my computer for some reason, so if someone wants to help me, please. Anyway, the title Fallout 76 is interesting, not because you go from Fallout 4 to 76, but because it's specifically going after the vault itself. Fallout 4 was entitled Vault 111, Fallout 3 wasn't 101, and New Vegas was labeled after the place it was in. So that leads me to believe that 76 is basically pertaining much to the vault itself. That's probably what the storyline is going to be about. You have to rebuild the world 25 years after the bombs dropped, but I also want to make sure everyone knows that I'm also excited for this game. While I do have my trepidations and my anxieties for this game, it's no other than any other anxieties I would have for any game in a series that I love. I'm freaking nervous for Cyberpunk 2077, and it doesn't even relate at all to The Witcher. It doesn't even relate at all, and I'm nervous because I don't want it to ruin CD Projekt Red's reputation if it goes awry, sort of like Fallout 4 did with Bethesda, although everyone still loves Bethesda. Fallout 4 was kind of a mess. Anyways, I want to continue on a positive note. This game could be really freaking cool. It could be a regular, standard AAA RPG meaty game. I'm gonna call it a meaty game that Bethesda likes to give us. Nothing in the trailer really signified that it would be online or have any online aspects. There was a board game that had up to 5 players, but come on guys, I think that's looking really deep into it. Just because that article came out from Kotaku saying that Fallout would be online, everyone flipped. Everyone flipped. The game's gonna be online, MMO, Rust clone, whatever. I personally would love co-op. I would love a co-op, style game where you and another friend can connect and play the game together. I've been dying ever since I was like 10 playing Skyrim. I wanted a co-op. I looked up mods, how to get co-op, whatever. I think that would be cool. I think that'd be great. Second of all, let's talk about the time frame. How cool. This is the earliest Fallout game we've ever gotten. Earliest to the bombs. Disregarding the fact that Fallout 4, we saw the bombs drop. We're actually going to experience a world in which people remember the bombs dropping. People experienced it. People had normal lives. And that's going to be pretty freaking cool. And the world is probably going to be very hostile. It's going to have no diamond cities. There's going to be no diamond cities. No megatons. Nothing. No strip. No New Vegas strip. It's going to be pretty barren, I bet. And that's the whole point. We're going to have to rebuild. 76, we're the vault that rebuilds. And I think that's actually pretty cool. Bethesda has set themselves up to be very creative, create new factions, new monsters, new mutants. Although they did say no super mutants. I think that is really, really interesting. Really cool. And I cannot wait for that. I am, however, very curious to see what this means for games like Starfield. We don't even know if that's a real game. The new IP, engine, Elder Scrolls, of course. Bethesda said they have 2 new games coming out before Elder Scrolls 6. So I guess Fallout 76 counts as one of them. We'll have to see. I cannot wait 7 more days till E3. It's very exciting, very cool. And these are just my initial thoughts and reactions to the game. I'm very excited for it. I'm very excited what Bethesda has to offer. Whether it be online, I'll deal with it, co-op, or just a regular meaty Bethesda Game Studios RPG game. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. I love you all. Peace out. Bye.